Welcome back to English Grammar and Literature World. Dear students, today we'll be talking about some important questions taken from idioms and phrases based on SSC CGL CHSL MTS. Okay, so let's start today's class. Look at the first one. At the drop of a hat. So the idiom at the drop of a hat means without hesitation, without delay, or you can say instantly. Okay. So without hesitation, or you can say without delay. So the right answer is instantly. Okay, so look at the option B, that is quickly. So quickly is the right answer of the idiom at the drop of a hat. Next, apples and oranges. So look, the idiom apples and oranges means two completely different things that cannot be compared logically. Actually, here apples and oranges, two different things. Even though both are fruits, they are entirely different in taste, shape and nature. So the idiom emphasizes incomparability. That means you cannot compare. So you can select option B, that is different things is the right answer. Okay, next. So make both ends meet means to manage finances in such a way that income equals expenses. Okay, so it refers to financial survival, not luxury. Understand? The two ends symbolize income and expenditure. When they meet, life runs smoothly. One kind of, you can say, financial survivor. Okay, so you can select option A, earn enough to survive. Next, fed up. So this one is very important. So the idiom fed up means extremely irritated, or you can say frustrated or mentally tired something. So fed up means tired or extremely irritated. Okay, understand? Or you can say frustrated. So option A, that is annoyed. Okay, annoyed is the right answer. Next, feather in the cap. So the idiom feather in the cap means an honor, success or achievement that makes someone proud. So it can add honor, achievement, okay, or you can say extra success. So look at the option D, that is achievement. Achievement is the right answer. Next, bury the hatchet. So this one is very important. So the idiom bury the hatchet means to end a quarrel or conflict and become friend again. So that means to end a conflict. Okay, to end a conflict. Actually, in old tribal traditions, when enemies made peace, they buried their weapons, okay, in the ground. So burying the hatchet symbolizes peace. Here the word hatchet means weapons. Okay, so you are burying hatchet, that means end of the conflict, end of the quarrel and making any kind of peace. So option A, that is forget past quarrels, is the right answer. Next, once in a blue moon. So the idiom once in a blue moon means something that happens very rarely. Okay, very rarely. Understand? Actually, a blue moon is a very rare astronomical event. There are two full moons in a month. It is uncommon. The idiom means almost never. Actually, the idiom suggests almost never. So look at the option B, that is rarely is the right answer. Next, beat around the bush. So the idiom beat around the bush means avoiding the main issue and not speaking directly. So the idiom suggests avoiding the main issue. Okay, or you can say not speaking not speaking directly. So look at the option. Option A, that is avoiding the main topic, is the right answer. Next, pain the neck. So the idiom pain the neck refers to someone or something that causes irritation, annoyance or trouble. Okay, one can trouble, or you can add annoyance. Okay, so look at the option. Option C, that is irritating person, is the right answer. Okay, next, take a hike. So the idiom take a hike informally means go away. Okay, or you can say leave immediately. Immediately. Okay, so option B, that is leave immediately, is the right answer. Next, carry matters with a high hand. So tell me the meaning of the idiom. So carry matter with a high hand means to behave in a strict, arrogant or authoritarian manner. Okay, it refers to using power forcefully without considering others' opinion. So that means strict, or you can say authoritarian manner. So option A, that is deal strictly, is the right answer. Okay, next, clip one's wing. So first of all, this one is very important. So look, the idiom clip one's wings means to reduce someone's freedom, power or influence. Okay, to reduce power, influence, or you can say freedom. Okay, so you can select option C, weaken someone's power, is the right answer. Next, cry for the moon. So first of all, the idiom cry for the moon means to demand something that is totally impossible to get. Something which is impossible. That is a cry for the moon. Just like a children crying to get a moon. So it is unrealistic, or you can say unrealistic. So look at the option D, that is wish for something impossible. Okay, next, call a spade and spade. So the idiom suggests to speak honestly, or you can say directly. Okay, so it refers to straightforward communication without any kind of trickery. Okay, or you can say straightforward communication. Okay, so option D, that is speak frankly, is the right answer. Next, cross one's mind. So tell me the meaning of the idiom cross one's mind. So the idiom means that an idea or thought suddenly comes into one's mind. Okay, it refers to temporary or sudden thought. So you can say temporary or sudden thought. Understand? So option B, that is occurred to someone, is the right answer. Next, come up with flying colors. So the idiom come up with flying colors means to pass or succeed with great success, honor or distinction. Okay, so one kind of success, honor, okay, or you can say distinction. So option C, that is succeed brilliantly, is the right answer. Okay, next, sail in the same boat. So look, the idiom means two or more people are in the same difficult situation. Actually, if people are in the same boat during a storm, they face the same danger together. So sail in the same boat symbolically suggests to share same situation. Okay, or you can say to face same danger. Okay, to face same danger. So look at the option B, that is share same situation, is the right answer. Next, pull up your socks. Actually, the idiom pull up your socks means to improve your performance or make greater effort. Okay, make greater effort. Actually, athletes pull off their socks before starting a match, symbolizing readiness and determination. So, the idiom also suggests one kind of determination. Okay. So, look at the options. Option C, make extra effort. Okay. Next, I wash. Tell me the meaning of the idiom I wash. So, I wash means something done to deceive people or create a false impression. So, to deceive people. Okay. Or you can say to create a false impression. It refers to an action that appears genuine but is actually fake. So option A, that is deception, is the right answer. Next, pick up the threads. So the idiom pick up the threads means continue something after a pause or disruption. Okay, to continue after a pause, or you can say disruption. Understand? So option B, resume after interruption, is the right answer. Next, home run. So tell me the meaning of the idiom home run. The idiom home run comes from baseball. When a player hits the ball out of the field and reaches home safely, it is called home run. In idiomatic English, it means a great or outstanding success. So home run suggests great success, or you can say outstanding. Okay, so look at the option. Option C, that is big success, is the right answer. Next, not see eye to eye. So the word not see eye to eye means not agreeing with someone. Not agreeing. Not agreeing with someone. Okay, so look at the options. So option B, that is disagree, is the right answer. Next, a close shave. What is the meaning of the idiom a close shave? The idiom a close shave means narrowly escaping danger or disaster. Okay, so you can say option A, that is narrow escape, is the right answer. Understand? Stick to your guns. Stick to your guns means to remain firm in your opinion or decision, even under pressure. So the idiom suggests remain firm any kind of situation. Okay, so you can choose option D, remain firm, is the right answer. So actually the idiom also shows determination and firmness. Okay, one kind of determination and you can say firmness. Next, so this is the last one. Look at the question. Burn the midnight oil. I think you people know the right answer. So look at the option. Waste electricity, sleep late, work or study at night, or party at night. So what is the right answer? You have to tell me in the comment section. So that's all for today. Here are total 25 questions. So keep reading, keep writing and keep watching English Grammar and Literature World. So that's all for today. Thanks for watching.